Hey everybody, welcome to the Couch of Therapy Show. I am your host, Haneef R Jordan, and today we have Leah Ray. And we're going to be talking to Leah's usually behind the camera, but today she's in front of it. And I cannot wait to discuss her journey and where she's at today and to inspire others to stand, to fight back, to keep going, and to persevere. Let's go. Hey, Leah.
Hello.
So, Leah, first let's talk about how long you've been in photography, first of all.
Yes.
And your love for it. What sparked your love for photography? Because you're amazing at it.
Thank you so much. I really think it is the people and the community. That's where it sparks from. Just a little backstory. My mom was into photography when she was little, which actually helped me as well. And then my father was into photography in the Air Force, which sparked a major interest. He actually gave me all his Polaroid cameras and everything, which was really cool.
It really is.
So I kind of just picked it up along there, and I just always knew that I wanted to do something creative, but also serving. So that's where photography came about, and I've been doing it for about 12 years.
Wow.
And that seems like such a long time. 12 years.
It is, and you're good at it, and you're more than good at it. You have become an expertise in your field, which is, it takes a tenacity, right, to continue to keep going. But how do you tap into the Leah that we know? We call you this beautiful sunflower because you're always smiling when you come, and it's genuine too. It's never fake. You have this great ability to put your whatever you're going through in life to the back burner and come and bring your 100% to whatever client you have. And to me, that's just so inspiring that I've gone to know you on this journey and we become friends. You've always, you behind the lens, you get to see people grow.
Yes.
You get to see them in every stage. How does that feel to be able to see that?
I think that's what's inspiring for me, is seeing my clients that, become friends, their journey. That's really what inspires me, and it helps me to just keep going. I'm I know that when I show up for my community, my people that are, that have their own businesses,
right,
their own wins, I feel that's my win too. And I absolutely love that. And it really just stems from a place of love. It really does.
I can tell you love what you do.
That's where it stems
You do
from.
love what you do.
Yeah.
How do you when you're going through something, how do you show up like you do with all that joy?
It's my Father, my God. I give him all the praise, all the shout outs. He's my foundation. He's always been my foundation. I've had to surrender so many times.
That part.
In the deepest, darkest moments of my life. And nobody would even know because I show up his love and light still. And I feel I always remember that. And I always have that in the back of my mind, no matter what I'm going through.
And it's inspiring to me because you were going through, basically you were being stalked. So we're going to get right into it. And we want to talk about your journey on, you were really stalked by an ex. And people were actually trying to book you, fake book you, putting yourself in danger. And let's talk about that. I know that's going to a dark place, but I want people to see how you came from that. And girl, the beauty that you're in right now. But we'll get to that with your little cutie pie that you got now. You know what I'm saying? But
yes,
you were going he was.
Oh, it was rough. I want to say personally for me it was rough, and then also my business.
Yes.
I really thought I was gonna take the biggest hit, during my breakup and separation from that person, I really thought I was going to take the biggest hit from my business. But that was like my main concern, really, is because my business is my baby.
Correct.
It's my joy, showing up for others. So when I felt like my business was in danger, and then also myself, I had to find like a way out, an exit. And it was tough because I was in that relationship for about like 7 years of my life.
But let's talk about it though. Let's talk about how you were with this person who you thought you loved,
yes,
but showed you a whole different demonic side. And what did that look like for you?
It was very like unhealthy. It was very messy. It was very unhealthy. It was pulling sides of me that I didn't even know existed, coming from a place of like love just a place of love, really, and just joyfulness. And it comes from the Lord.
Yes.
And so when I'm being attacked and it's pulling at me, tugging at me in different ways that I wasn't even familiar with, and my character started to actually change. And
to his character.
Absolutely, that's what it was. And I didn't realize that in the time being because I was so like immersed in it. But I realized that my character was shifting to his character. And I'm just like, I gotta get out of this, you know, and just praying to find the way out and the courage to get out.
But when you got out, you paid a price. And I want you to go into a little bit of detail of what that price was. And what I mean by that, what he actually was doing. Because people need to know, I don't want to be the surface top, I want to dig in.
Yes.
They need to know, like, no, honey, he went full on psycho.
Absolutely. So once I came to realization, because a lot of the times, like, I felt like I was blinded. I was just blinded.
Yeah.
Feeling like I was, you know, in love, cloud nine, just blinded by it all. But the moment that I came to realization, that's when the fan really hit.
Wow.
Because he didn't think I was going to, he thought I was going to stay. Mm-hmm. He thought, okay, you know, this is Leah, she love and light, you know, she's not going to wake up. So I believe the moment that I woke up, that's when everything started like elevate and just go a little crazy.
Oh,
yeah. And so I had to then just like switch up my routine. I had to switch up my daily routines. I was late to multiple sessions.
Because you have to travel different.
Some of my clients know this. You know, you're hearing it now, but I had to really switch up everything. My lifestyle, the gym, the normal lifestyle.
But why though? Because he was what?
He was stalking me. He was coming after me. He was following me in my car. There was moments where,
you have to. It's okay. This is a safe space. This is a safe space. No. But it's a safe space, Leah, because you are supported and you have a community who love you. And just because you're loving light, everybody around you ain't. Some of us is Peter in the Bible. You understand what I'm saying? So you're protected.
Yes. Amen.
But someone needs to know, like, this is real life, and if they're experiencing it, how did you get out? You understand? So that's why I said, let's go a little deep. What happened?
Yeah.
You know?
There was moments and hard times where I really had to, like, I had to watch my back.
I know.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. No, you speak it.
I had to really watch my back. I had to make sure that I didn't see that, you know, I don't want to put too much information out there, but I had to make sure I didn't see that car behind me as I'm pulling out of the driveway. And
here, baby.
There was moments where, you know, I did see that car. And so I had to make a decision, like, am I going to continue to run? Am I going to continue to show up for my clients? My mind is, you know,
all over the place.
Just all over the place. And so, there was a certain time that I do remember I had to make the decision, like, oh, you know, do I drive to the police station? You know, you're as a woman too, you're fearful in times like this. Sometimes you're not thinking of the right exit plan, you know? And so, I just went to my grandmother's house. I knew that I felt safe there. And the moment that I turned that street, he was gone. But when I tell you, this man literally drove through the streets. I was driving like a mad woman through the streets.
Trying to get away.
Just trying to get to my photo session, just trying to, serve my community and do what I love. But yeah, I was just like, I need a place of safety. So I went to my grandmother's house, and that's where I felt safe. And then from there, that's when action really took place. So I looked into like filing restraining order. Restraining orders, y'all, they don't do much. If
someone's determined.
If someone's determined, they don't do
like
much.
Not even having it.
So, and that's the position.
It's good to have it. But at the same time, it's like if a person is determined to come after you,
it's not much.
Right.
So that was the position that I was in, and the restraining order did nothing. If anything, it actually made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it made it worse.
You dealing with a psycho-minded person.
And in this time, I was actually keeping a lot of this from my family.
Right.
From my friends, because I was scared and I was trying to protect them instead of...
Because he was inboxing. We're not even talking... Like, he was going after your friends.
Going after my friends. He was actually contacting my clients. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you probably...
I remember.
Yeah.
Because I went off...
Absolutely. He was contacting my clients. And so I really had to think of an exit plan here. And so that's when I actually told my family,
good for you.
That this is what's happening. And you guys have not noticed or seen this, but this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And we had some police reports and everything. And he actually had got I don't want to, share too much information, but he actually got a gig in Africa, and that was my way out. That's a whole nother story in itself. But that was my way out, and that was my only way out, is because he left, and I prayed for that.
God knew what he was doing.
I prayed.
He had to go to another continent, honey. Okay.
I said, God, and I don't pray any ill will on anyone.
No, but you were praying for safety for yourself.
I was praying for safety, and I said, God, I pray this man away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Far away, and that's
however you choose,
however it is, and he did that, and that was my exit plan.
That's God.
That was my exit plan. And
how are you healing today?
Today, even talking about it and getting this out, I did have my moment. Like I had to let that weep out, y'all. That was kind of deep.
No, but that was deep. Well, here's the thing,
because I have not spoke about
healing,
this.
But release is healing. Secrets create sickness, whether it's mental, emotional, or physical sickness.
Yeah.
We believe secrets are. Oh, you think you're keeping things? And I'm happy that you're talking about it, because you're saving someone else. Because people won't even believe that someone is saying things like you're making stuff up in your head. This social media, what I'm still going through 5 years later.
And that's the amount of time that it's been. It's been 7 years since I separated from him. And if I can tell you this, it was for somebody else. And it was actually for one of my close friends. I had to travel up north to save her from her relationship, her and her baby.
Wow.
In the midst of me still being
going through
thoughts, I had to stand up, and I'm like, this is not about me.
Right.
It's about somebody else.
It's bigger than you.
And it's bigger than me.
That's good.
And I've had to, help my friends and let them know on who to call.
If this is happening to you.
Yes.
Where to go.
How to
pray.
Call, how to pray.
Come on.
You have your friends, you have your family, but who do you really call? You call on the Lord.
Right.
And that's who saved me. That's who gave me the exit plan.
Yeah.
And that's how I am here today. With threats, with the stalking. That's how I'm here today.
Can we talk about the ring? Can we talk about the ring? Because she is engaged, y'all. God has blessed her. That's what I'm saying. Like, he gave you such a blessing. You found new love, someone that really sees you, understands you.
Yes.
Where are you guys at now in this process of your newfound joy? Because you've always had joy, but what I see now is a shower of happiness in you, because God has already given you joy. You have a way of going through what you went through and still showing up.
Yes.
for your clients?
Yes. I mean, right now we're engaged. We're so happy. I am beyond happy. I'm over the moon.
Deserve it.
And we're planning our wedding, and for next year. And I just couldn't be happier. And God really led the way in this. And I just want to say, for me switching my routine, that's how I found my 2-day fiance.
Wow.
So I went
Already
through that, and I had to switch up my routine, and that's how I'm with my fiance today.
Go ahead, Leah. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah.
If I need you to hear yourself say it, you deserve it.
I deserve it.
You deserve it.
I deserve it.
Amen.
We deserve it. Yes. I deserve it.
Yes. You do. You do.
Yes.
You deserve. What I also watched, and before we conclude today, is how God sustained you through the pandemic as well. Not one, you did not lose any work. Matter of fact, your work boomed.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So he showed you, I have you.
Yes.
Trust in me.
Absolutely.
And so I'm just grateful that you came to my show, and I got the first dibs of the story.
Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And you guys, thank you for tuning in. And if anyone has experienced domestic violence in any way, if you're being stalked in any way, we will have in the comment area what numbers to call if you're feeling suicidal or any type of mental illness. We encourage you to seek the help that you need. There is help there. But also, please seek God. Always go to your knees and seek the Father God. He can remove and he can replace like no other. So until next time, folks. God bless you. Diamonds dancing on the screen, feel the pressure, feel the heat go up.